Hi guys, you can see it's a very different video this week. I'm doing it in the evening and it's not on a Friday or a Sunday as usual. So I have now done a Saturday video. I'm not sure what to call it, Saturday surprise. But I just really wanted to draw attention to a subject that's really close to my heart and something that I've really just thought about through my career as a teacher of special needs. As it's Black Heritage Month, I really wanted to draw attention to diversity within neurodiversity, or maybe the lack of diversity within neurodiversity. And this is just a thought, and it is just something that I want to put out there. But through my career, I have found that there is actually a very low number of children from Black backgrounds that have been identified through the hidden disabilities. So your Asperger's, your ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia, there's actually a low number of children that have been identified. And I've worked with very inclusive schools, extremely inclusive schools, want to do the best for every child and in every circumstance. And there's been times with my knowledge and experience, I've gone into those schools and there's a group of boys who may have behavioural needs, and I've gone through and I've done a quick observation and said, actually, I think a few of them probably are on the spectrum. And if you just put these things into the environment, that might help. And that has actually been the case, that there were a few of these boys that were actually on the spectrum. So why was that not identified as quickly? Why was that not something that was picked up as quickly as it has done for other groups? And, you know, I have to really think that through and question a little bit about the perception of behaviours, and how it is related to particular groups. And I think sometimes when you've got a perception of behaviour connected to a particular group, there is a veil a blocker that stops you from going that one step further to say, actually, this behaviour isn't okay. There must be a different cause to this behaviour. And I think this is something that I'm challenging the community on, and also schools on, and myself as a professional, around how do we perceive and look at the behaviour of young Black boys? Do we go far enough in our thought process to say, actually, this behaviour warrants more support? And if we do, how are we going about that? Because I know as a community there is a little blocker around understanding for some, and I know that in the schools there's sometimes this thing of understanding behaviour from a different cultural group. That can sometimes happen. So I've had this big desire to work within my community around awareness and knowledge around the hidden disabilities, around Asperger's, around ADHD, and what this may look like for your child or for family members, etc. And so really this video is to slightly raise awareness of this, because I am completely touching the surface of this, and kind of say, well, in this present role, if there is a school out there who have a group of children, especially a group of Black boys, who are there looking at the behaviour and thinking, we're so good with behaviour, but we just can't seem to work this out for this group, then please feel free to contact me. I'm happy to do observations and see if there is a neurodiversity need that is driving some of those behaviours. I also want to reach out to the community and say, you know, if you've got a child at home or in your extended family and you're thinking, actually, there are questions around the behaviour, it's not something expected. We know, you know, what we've put into our child and we know what we've been expecting from them, and that's not quite what's happening at this time. Then feel free to reach out, to message me, and I am happy to do some family consultation work with yourselves as well. So for me, this is just a conversation that we need to have. It's a conversation we need to move on. We've got loads of lovely and amazing organisations supporting young Black boys, but I'm sure there's another layer that we are missing, and I'm sure there's something else that we can put in place. So I just wanted today to draw attention to diversity within neurodiversity. Is there enough diversity within neurodiversity? Are we getting it right? And if we're not, why? So again, feel free to message me if you're a school that just wants a little bit more of a look at your young black boys, and if you're a family who are saying, actually, I would like to have somebody to discuss the behaviours that I am seeing. So guys, have an amazing weekend. That was a really big subject. As I said, I'm looking forward to your responses. Thank you.